So in the first step, we're running our generate view procedure in here to build all those views, but you don't have to run it within TDV itself. I can take my generate view here. So I got my generate view element. So I can go for that one. So there's my generate view thing. There's the view, and I can easily now pick it up, publish it, and publish it as a REST web service called generate views here. So having done so, I can go to my REST web service and I can work with it. So if we move up over here, so there's my repository web services. We can open them up. There's my generate view. We're going to go for the REST. There's the REST. So I can double click to copy that URL. So looking at my sample in here, I already pasted my thing in here. So it's expecting all the parameters. So in here, I already prepared it. So it's the generate views procedure. Those are all the input parameters that I want to send in here. And that makes up that final URL in here. So if I want to run that one now, we can copy it. We can run it from a browser. So I already started it once here. Let me start an incognito window. So let's run it again. Oh, it seems not to work on my Firefox. So let me run it in Chrome again. So the proxy in my Firefox was wrong. So it's running now as a web service. As you see, we were sending those parameters in there. So now I was creating them with via REST as the prefix. So I enabled all that debug information in here. So I got a lot of debug. Again, if I set my debug window to 0 in here, so my debug information in the URL. So I want to set debug in my URL to be 0. So let's remove the 1, make it a 0, copy that thing, run it again. So instead of running it from within TDV, you can run it externally. Of course, it's going to be password protected. So you're only going to be able to run those kind of things if you're allowed to. So now we got the information, we got a little less of information, so it was a little quicker. And if we look into our TDV implementation in here, we can go into my folders. So in here, we have our automation folder in here, our auto generate, which is quite empty. So if I refresh that one now, you see there's the application via REST, the formatted views via REST, the logical views via REST. So I got all those information. And of course, it also in here published those new tables that we just created as a web service in here as well. So a straightforward way to automate TDV and start and initiate those kind of things from the outside, from an external tool, and have TDV process all those steps. So that's it for now.